The fastest way for you to be well resourced and have more money than you need as a woman is not through a man. Okay, it's actually the longest way, the most tedious way, sometimes the most dishonest way, because along the way you're going to have to do or say things that you might not even mean, you might not believe in. You are going to be performing so that that man chooses you, that man deems you to be worthy to give you money or provide material assets to you, whether that's in a relationship or a marriage, okay? The fastest way, the easiest way, the smoothest way, the often most dignified way you can make sure that you have resources and money that you need in your life is to get it yourself. Okay, it is to develop a skill. It is to deploy that skill in exchange for money. It is to add value, solve some problems for people. Now, that can be in a full-time paid employment job, or of course, you can additionally or instead, depending upon your preference and personality, make money on your own terms. And the key word here is dignified. Okay, so many of you are still attached to this false belief, this false teaching that money comes through men, okay, and it comes from men. It's so funny that Bridgerton is back on, because if there ever was a quintessential example of how women have had to survive, it is by being chosen for marriage, okay? Women were assets, they were property that was exchanged during the marriage contract, and that would secure their literal survival and sustenance. That is how they would be eating, that is how they would be able to have clothes, right? And also achieve some kind of status in society. But that's a conversation for a different day. But actually, remember, for a number of generations and years, okay, and still to this day around the world in some places, marriage, okay, is deemed to be a financial strategy. But most of you are not in that situation now. And what I find sometimes, quite frankly, quite disturbing is what women are willing to do, who they are willing to become in order to get money from men, to get money through men. And some of you think that you are above and beyond, being what you might describe as a sex worker, but you're not. You're doing the exact same things. You've just packaged it differently. Instead of going and becoming a fully functioning adult financially and making your own money. And you will package it up in all different ways that a man should be a provider, yada, yada, yada. Unless you are turning up as a fully functioning adult financially, okay, you are still playing a game. You are still walking in the maze of believing that men are the source of money, that money comes from men. Okay, that your route to financial security and stability is through a man, when the facts, the evidence, the research, and the data says very different. Okay, women are able to access money for themselves. This is your daily reminder. Money is a renewable, neutral resource. It is not sexist. It will flow in the direction of a woman. If you choose to attract and receive money. And the thing is that you're being lazy. If you think that the only way or the best way or additionally a fallback strategy is a man, you would be wrong. And again, you're misguided. Look how many women are relying on men for money, and they've legitimized it in their mind by saying, I'm having his child. I've given birth to his children. I took time out of my career to look after our family. And still they are left destitute and stranded. Still they experience financial challenges, not only in the marriage, but when that marriage ends. That is a reason why you'll find lawyers and financial advisors. What do they talk about? Prenups. They talk about, do you know his pension? Do you have a plan for when that relationship ends? If it was that certified, that money came from and through men, if that was a guaranteed strategy, you wouldn't need all of those caveats along the way. But I tell you what you don't need a caveat for is being a woman who is a fully functioning adult financially, who knows how to receive money directly. Then you don't have to rely on anybody else. And like I say, that is the guarantee. That is the guarantee. When you, as a woman, step up, step in, and make your own money.